we're golden. Hopefully he don't mind. You know what I'm saying? It's me, bro. It's me. It's me.
Bit too much of a gap. Let's date, but we should be a bit low-key about it because of the age difference, okay?
If you could be anyone,
Was that a skit?
anyone in the world, what would you be? Would you be a supermodel stunning people on runways, or a rock star playing music in front of millions of people? Well, on the online game IMVU, you can be both. IMVU, or Instant Messaging Virtual Universe, launched in 2004. It's a massive
Damn, bro. Why did I think it happened in 2008? 2004, bro? I was like 4 years old. Did it even have internet then?
player online role-playing game that allows users to create their own avatars and connect with each other virtually. What makes IMVU so unique?
Yo, wait, was he lagging? Yo, you're not slick. You was lagging.
Massive multiplayer
Turn them graphics
online
down,
role-playing
buddy.
game that allows users to create their own avatar. Instead of being your average online game, it's more of a collection of chat rooms that you can visit with your 3D avatars. And like Roblox, you can design your own virtual environment. Sounds fun, right? Well, it's more dangerous than you think. From catfishes and
Damn.
scammers to online preds, IMVU is home to some of the worst people on the internet. So buckle up and get ready, because today we're gonna uncover the disgusting world of IMVU. Inappropriate advertising. IMVU isn't the most well-known game, but it's had a shocking number of controversies. When it first started, IMVU was G-rated, appropriate for all ages. In the late 2000s, IMVU rebranded themselves to bring more people onto the platform. But instead of leaning into the kids market like a lot of other companies did, they went down a spicier road. They redesigned their avatars, so instead of looking like your average video game character, they look like young adults ready to go clubbing. IMVU
I mean, it worked. It worked for a little bit. Y'all can't admit, bro. It did work, bro. That's what a lot of you joined IMVU for.
also started producing some questionable
Yeah, they had some weird shit going on.
ads. The ads themselves were raunchy and suggestive.
You know what's crazy? I think that's how I found IMVU, an ad just like those. I forgot what they were doing, but bro, I seen an ad just like that. It was like, create your own virtual reality. This is your world. And it had like the little and it was dancing and shit, corny ass shit, be putting in their little ads. And it was an actual page ad. That's how old IMVU is. I joined through a page ad. Like, I think I was on Woo's World or something. Yeah, just like these.
But where these ads were being posted was the real problem.
Dress up game for grown-ups. Like, I'm like, yo, for grown-ups? I'm not even in a grown-up. I was like 13.
Shown on YouTube, flash game websites, and even porn websites.
So why was IMVU showing kids the
What's
same
wrong?
ads they posted on NSFW websites? When it came to their advertising strategy, no age group was off limits. They wanted to lure anyone they could to IMVU. Since then, IMVU has doubled down on their explicit branding, turning it into something that resembles a virtual Tinder. And not only does IMVU still advertise to kids, they now sell something called an access pass. With this pass, users can access adult content like explicit clothing and the ability for their avatars to do some really inappropriate animations, if you know what I mean. And while it's harder for kids to access this side of IMVU, it's not impossible.
Like, you know how easy it was for me to get it? Yo, I was 13. My IMVU, how I got access pass as a 13-year-old, my IMVU uncle logged into my account and put in his information. Boom, I had it. That easy. And it's crazy because he used it for his account too. So you can use your information for two different accounts. And I had AP at like 14. My IMVU uncle, yes. That was cool though. Like, I actually trusted him to log into my account. You don't think they check IDs? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. They just want people to buy it. Low key. They just want people to buy that $20.
Happens there on a daily basis, and it all boils down to one thing: catfishing. The catfish who faked her death. The IMVU community depends entirely on its in-game currency called credits. Credits let you buy things like clothes, accessories, and items for your avatar.
That
They
is
can also
true.
be used to upgrade your membership status, which unlocks other benefits. While some
You can't use credits to buy that. You gotta use money. That's the only thing. You can't use credits. You gotta use money. They want you to use your money.
people get credits by doing surveys, watching ads, or buying them, there are other people who get them by cheating. And these people are none other than IMVU's catfishing scammers. A catfish is someone who
shit.
uses fake pictures of themselves to trick people into believing there's someone else. And while the whole point of IMVU is to roleplay as someone else, the game also allows users to post pictures of their in real life self along with their
Facts.
IMVU avatars. That's where the catfishes come in. They use a fake picture of themselves and flirt with you in an effort to get credits from you.
That's not, I mean, that's true. But like with Tyra, I mean, yeah, with Tyra and with a lot of other people, a lot of times it's not just to get credits though. Like them niggas be doing that just for validation, like to feel good. like what any other catfish would do. Like if you watch Catfish MTV, a lot of times they just be feeling sad and shit. Like, you know, they're insecure about themselves, and a better description of it would be like people feel pressured to post their pictures on IMVU because people will ask, oh, what do you really look like? Da 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 da. So they feel pressured to post their pictures, and they'll catfish. So it's not always for credits. Like niggas are fiends for credits, but not that fiendish. But in Tyra's case, she does use it to, like, you know what I'm saying, get people to come in her rooms and gift and shit, because they think, oh, she's this pretty girl, she got money, like, you know what I'm saying, she a grown adult, and she's not. So
Happens often, but among these catfishes, none were as infamous as a user known as
that girl Tyra.
In 2021, an IMVU YouTuber, Supah Cee, uploaded a series of videos exposing the user That Girl Tyra for catfishing multiple people. It started when one of Tyra's ex-friends messaged Cee with a story.
She has an Instagram, but it can't be her. Every time I ask to FaceTime, I either got blocked in her picture or screenshots. She doesn't even crop right.
After taking a closer look at Tyra's account, it seemed clear to Cee that something was off. Cee knew that real Instagram photos filled the whole frame, and Tyra's photos didn't do.
Nah, he's a W, bro. He got the pronouns right, and he's calling me Cee. He's not calling me Supah, he's calling me Cee. It's like we're friends now. Are we friends? Y'all see how, like, not hard it is, bro? That's why I ignore people that be like, are you a boy or a girl?
Do that.
If you guys look at this white line right
It's
here,
not
it
hard.
low-key do look like a screenshot. Hold up, you see this, y'all?
We're basically gang.
There were multiple people who were involved with Tyra on IMVU, and all
Yo.
of them had similar stories.
She ever shows her face to you when y'all FaceTime? He's like, no, she's scared too. She make
Look, y'all hear the dun dun dun.
excuses not to. Then she made her Instagram page private.
This wasn't a small account either. Tyra had over 50,000 followers
Facts.
on IMVU.
She actually had 200K. I don't know how she got that many, but she had
She released
200K.
multiple videos about Tyra. More people from the IMVU community started to realize she was a catfish, but no one expected what happened next.
She said Tyra passed away. I feel so bad. And look, it said highlights 1 week ago. It says for more information on the funeral service, go to my mom's page on Facebook. It's all there.
Tyra's page was taken over by a member of her family, saying that Tyra passed away. It was a shock to the IMVU community, especially to Cee. They even shared Tyra's obituary and her gravestone. If this all
Damn.
sounds suspicious to you, you're right. It was a fake gravestone. Tyra faked her death. If you look closely, you can see that whoever wrote the fake engraving spelled "you're" wrong. I doubt that a professional stonemason would carve a grave with basic errors like that. But the story doesn't end there. Tyra took her lie to a whole new low. Supah Cee researched the number listed on Tyra's alleged obituary,
Facts.
and it linked back to a real mortician.
Bro, this is back when I was in my, like, you know what I'm saying? I was really in my research days, bro. I used to actually research shit. But I also did a lot of shit off camera, too, so that's probably why. Bro, I gotta get back to that, bro.
She couldn't find Tyra's death anywhere on the website, but what she did find was an obituary belonging to a young woman named Maya Maria Taylor. Sure enough, Maya's obituary had the same design as Tyra's, and when Cee put them side by side, she made a sickening discovery. Tyra had copied her own image over Maya's obituary.
And you can see her tassel right here. And then you can see her hat right here. And I look even deeper. You see her eye right here? Check this out. You can see her eye right through the shirt, bro.
And the story gets worse.
Damn.
Maya tragically lost her life in a drive-by incident at a local McDonald's. According to Tyra's so-called family, Tyra died in the exact same way in the
I actually did not notice that. Did I notice that? That they died the same way?
exact same place.
Nah, that was
They even
fucked up,
filmed
bro.
the local news coverage.
Yo, that was so messed up, bro. I felt so bad, especially when the family messaged me and it was like, hey, that was my sister, da 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 da, she passed away. And I felt so bad for them, bro. I really did, bro. That shit was so sad. Like, why she used them?
Passing and posted it on their Instagram story pretending it was about Tyra. Since then, Tyra vanished from IMVU. But as weird as this story is, there are darker
Why they use my avatar? Yo, nigga, that's not Tyra.
Since then, Tyra vanished from
They said Tyra vanished. Nigga, that's me. That's not no damn Tyra.
IMVU. But as weird as this story is, there are darker secrets lurking in the corners of IMVU.
And I don't think Tyra's done catfishing. Let me check real quick. Let me check. Y'all, is she done? She's not. She be in them chat rooms getting cussed out. Yo, this account it said it don't exist no more. Is she really still doing it or not? The only thing that made me upset about the real girl is when we found out who she was, it's like, yo, why don't you just say something? Why don't you just respond and say, yo, that's not me? That would have deaded all of that. It's like she can't go, like, even if she still wanted to catfish after that, it's like, yo, the girl said it's not her. Why was it, like, I don't know why the girl was acting like she couldn't respond to nobody. Like, she ain't have to, but it's like, that would have made that situation so much better. But shit, I made money off all them videos, so I ain't complaining.
Because one of the most unsettling
Changed
parts
her name?
of IMVU
Maybe she
isn't
did. Maybe she did.
themselves. It's about the virtual rooms they create. So let's take a look at some of the most twisted places on IMVU. The most twisted IMVU rooms. Before we talk about the most twisted rooms on IMVU, I want to thank my guys at War Thunder for sponsoring this video.
I ain't gonna lie, look, I fuck with you, we twinning them, but like, I'm skipping this.
Whenever a game lets users create their own content, some people are always gonna make weird, inappropriate stuff. We've seen it with Roblox and VR chat, and IMVU is no different. I mean, we've seen the way they advertise the game. IMVU is full of NSFW content. A lot of rooms on IMVU have private areas specifically made for NSFW purposes. Combine that with the access pass, which gives users the key to spicy content, and anyone can act out their dark fantasies. And not all people try to hide their fantasies. IMVU has developed a reputation as an inappropriate game because people act out these fantasies on public servers.
Why is IMVU so toxic, boring? What do you say?
Developed a reputation as an inappropriate game because
expensive, boring, toxic, popular, bad. Yo, if that doesn't say change your damn game, I don't know what does.
People act out these fantasies on public servers in front of everyone. Since IMVU allows users as young as 13 to make an account, this is especially disturbing. But these private rooms don't even come close to being the worst part of IMVU. In the game, roleplay is taken to a whole new level. The most popular kind is family roleplay, where players can create their own virtual families. You'll see grown adults pretending to be toddlers and teenagers. They'll even create avatars specifically made to roleplay as children. And it gets weirder.
There are IMVU maternity clinics where people can go to give birth to IMVU children.
While most people roleplay for fun, not all roleplays are lighthearted. On IMVU,
damn, everybody getting a fucking shot out of this bitch. I ain't gonna lie, like, that's W for the IMVU community. People that make videos on it, W for the community, I ain't gonna lie. 23K Lay, Fendi Nova, bro, like, everybody getting shot out.
There are people who roleplay some of the most horrific parts of our world's past. Some people reenacted slavery.
These are rooms based on southern plantations.
I seen this video too.
Filled with huts, cotton fields, and other racial stereotypes.
People go into these rooms to live out a fantasy of being a slave owner. There are also—
Wait, what the fuck? Yo, chat, what? Hold on, wait. I didn't, wait, hold on. I didn't hear that. Let me rewind it.
Birth to IMVU children.
While most people roleplay for fun, not all roleplays are lighthearted. On IMVU, there are people who roleplay some of the most horrific parts of our world's past. Some people reenacted slavery.
These are—
Huh? Antebellum Plantation RP. What the Yo, I have never heard of this. I am not gonna lie. All of my years on IMVU, I've never heard of this. Bro, I have never heard of this shit, bro, ever. That's insane. And I've been on this shit since 2013, 2012. Nah, this is news. Bro, what the fuck be going on? This gotta be some cult shit, like some shit that is only dumb niggas know about. You know what I'm saying?
Rooms based on southern plantations filled with huts, cotton fields, and other racial stereotypes.
People go into these rooms to live out a fantasy of being a slave owner. There are also real graveyards on IMVU. By real graveyards, I mean there's no roleplay involved at all. These graveyards are dedicated to actual IMVU users who passed away in real life.
Huh? Yo, this is all news, bro. This is all news to me. Yo, what's going on? Like, yo, this is crazy. I'm glad I watched this because I did not know this shit was going on in IMVU chat rooms. Like, I thought I knew all the lore to IMVU, but I guess not. Niggas have real people who died, who have gravestones on IMVU.
Sometimes users will make graves dedicated to people outside of IMVU, including pets, children, and even miscarried babies.
These graves have pictures of the IMVU avatars or the persons that have been deceased.
But let's step away from the IMVU game for a minute and take a look at one IMVU user whose disappearance in real life made the media go wild. This person's name is Anne-Marie Squires, the IMVU user who went missing.
Oh
in
my
2010,
gosh.
IMVU played a major part in a missing persons case. Anne-Marie Squires was a mother living in the UK. According to her brother-in-law, Anne-Marie was very normal and bubbly. She and her partner Andrew were living happily together, but all that changed in May of 2010. On May 13th of that year, Anne-Marie was spotted by a security camera boarding a train. This would be the last time anyone saw Anne-Marie. Soon after, her family reported her missing. The only clue that they had was a cryptic note that said she was going to stay with someone named Shin. No one knew who Shin was, but Anne-Marie's family had a theory. They believed that Shin was someone Anne-Marie met on IMVU.
Anne-Marie's family claimed that in months prior to her going missing, she spent most of her
They just had to throw that in there. Yo, call me, bro, whatever. Let me stop before niggas actually make shit something that it isn't. But they had to throw that in there, like. That's crazy though, she went missing.
time on this weird chat room game.
According to multiple news outlets, the family believed that Anne-Marie was becoming addicted to the game. Her son Andrew said it did seem that it became almost like an addiction, that she had to be on the site. Having spoken to her partner, he said she was on it every day, so I guess it could be like a compulsion.
Anne-Marie was constantly fighting and arguing with her partner over how much time she was spending on the computer playing IMVU.
Based on these two people,
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. IMVU was so addicting. Like, I would say, like, the first couple months you play that bitch, bro, you're addicted. Especially back in the day. That shit was so, like, it was hooked. It had you hooked, bro. That's how I feel, bro. Like, I don't know that bitch every single day. Every single night. Every time I come home from school, I was on there. Like, it was just a whole nother world, bro. I was, like, really locked in with it. It was so much shit to do, too. Like, what happened? What happened, bro?
Pieces of information, it seemed likely that Anne-Marie was talking to someone from IMVU, and maybe even cheating on her partner with them. It's possible that during the hours she spent on IMVU, Anne-Marie was talking to this mystery person named Shin. For 3 long weeks, her family was left without answers, until the police came back with news. According to the Salisbury Journal, Anne-Marie had walked into a police station a month after her disappearance to report that she was okay. We're not sure where this police station was, but there was information that she was in the US. But there's another detail that makes everything a little bit more complicated. Anne-Marie begged the police not to tell her friends or relatives where she was. Her family was devastated. "We're gutted," her sister said to the Salisbury Journal, "but at least we know she's safe and well." To this day, no one knows where Anne-Marie is or the identity of Shin. But it goes to show that anyone can get sucked into an online addiction to a virtual world like IMVU. But now we're gonna step away from the IMVU game and take a closer look at a platform you're probably familiar with, YouTube. There's a lot of...
Oh my gosh. So what was the outcome of that? She just, like, she went into the police station, she told them to not tell them? Like, the fuck was the point of that?
IMVU content on YouTube, and not in a good way. We're about to dive into the toxic world of IMVU YouTube. IMVU YouTube is disgusting. IMVU content extends way beyond the confines of the game itself. Some people use avatars and rooms in IMVU to create narrative videos for YouTube. Remember those
Bro, listen though, bro. I feel like YouTube fell off. Like, it just fell off. Like, it's not like it's... I feel like it wasn't always disgusting. IMVU had a golden... I feel like IMVU had a really good golden age of, like, music videos, fucking content, like, actual good videos. Like, even now, there's still good shit out there, but nowadays, I feel like a lot of people just want clicks and views, so they're gonna use that, like, weird-ass shit to make, like, content. Like, my brother loving my stepbrother, in love with my brother, in love with my sister, stepsister. Like, that shit's weird.
Family role players we talked about earlier.
But it wasn't always like that, though. I hate that stigma.
Family vlogs and stories, but some of these stories are disgusting. The thumbnails and titles of these videos are questionable, and the avatars used to act out the characters look way too young. The creators do this on purpose to produce the inappropriate content.
Oftentimes, these storylines will have to do with romance and guys cheating on girls and gangs.
These videos will even depict explicit acts between family members.
See, bro, I told y'all, bro.
People love them. But the majority of the comments on that video are actually calling the creator out for how disgusting the video is. If you thought this was the last of the messed up stuff IMVU has to offer, think again. There's another dark side to IMVU, one that's more disturbing than anything we've covered so far. This next chapter is the story of one of the worst preds IMVU has ever seen, Pablo Sunny, the pred who got caught. Mama Max is a YouTuber who dedicated his channel to shedding light on child exploitation. In May 2022, he uploaded a video talking about his hunt for an IMVU user named Pablo Sunny. So he disguised himself as a young IMVU user named Kawaii Kitty and visited a room called the Sexy Singles Club. This is where he met Pablo.
Hi.
Hi there.
Do you want a date?
I'm 24. I think there's a bit too much of a gap.
Despite saying this, Pablo invited Kitty to a private room. Max was unable to show what happened in that room, so we can only imagine what Pablo tried to play out with someone he thought was a kid. But little did he know that behind that avatar was an experienced pred hunter who was gathering the evidence to expose Pablo to the world. So Max dug even deeper. He went through Pablo's friends list to see if he could get more information from them, but he ended up discovering something worse. Everyone Pablo followed on IMVU was young and vulnerable. At this point, it seemed pretty clear that Pablo was preying on young girls. But Max needed more evidence, so he continued to talk to Pablo to lure him into trusting his Kawaii Kitty character. Eventually, Max was able to get Pablo's Discord where they kept talking. Then something unexpected happened. IMVU disabled Mama Max's fake account. No warning, no reason given, gone. This is a problem that many IMVU users have experienced. Lucky for Max, he gathered enough.
If only they, bro, listen, there's so much shit that you can talk about on IMVU, bro. Like, there's so much. Like, creators, especially the whole creators getting disabled after IMVU don't want to pay them. Like, that's insane, bro.
Mama Max created a new IMVU account and sent messages to Pablo's entire following explaining to them the messed up things Pablo did. Max also sent messages to Pablo threatening to call the police if he didn't agree to a call on Discord. When Pablo saw this, he freaked out, but reluctantly got on a call. Max then had a voice actress pretend to be Kawaii Kitty. He told her what to say to Pablo as Max listened in on the call. Max proposed a deal. If Pablo gave Kitty his Instagram handle, all the evidence would go away. Max wanted this so he could get a picture of Pablo's face. And when Pablo responded, he admitted what he did was wrong.
My boundaries is I don't want you to have more of my personal information, because then you can actually like just decide one day that you want to like, you know, like I can't have that looming over my back. Like, can I make you something? Can I make you a song or something?
Pablo knew he messed up and offered to write a song to make up for it. It's just completely ridiculous. But in the end, it didn't matter if Pablo gave Max his Instagram or not.
Nigga said, yo, he hit a Colleen, what's his name? Bro, he hit a fucking Colleen Banger. What's her name? He said, yo, listen, I'm not a groomer. I'm just a fucking loser. Just please. The fuck? Like, what's up with predators and like making songs about this shit? Colleen type beat. Yo, I'm not a groomer, just a loser.
Recording the whole conversation, which meant more evidence for the authorities. But not everyone can be saved on IMVU. Sometimes these monsters cause so much damage that it cannot be reversed. In this tragic story of Zara Baker, evidence of a crime was gathered from IMVU.
Oh my god.
The worst criminal on IMVU. Zara Baker was born in November 1999. At just 5 years old, she was
Oh my gosh! November 16th. Nigga, I was born November 17th. Yo, this is weird. This is weird. No, this is so weird. 1999, same fucking year. 1 day apart. Oh my gosh, what
was
the
diagnosed
fuck
with
is
cancer.
going on?
Because of this, Zara wore hearing aids and lost one of her legs. But even having gone through this, Zara remained optimistic.
Family friends remember the girl was constantly smiling despite her health problems.
After Zara was born, her mother suffered from something called postnatal depression. It can happen to mothers after they give birth and can be so difficult that the mothers are unable to look after their children. Because of this, Zara's father, Adam Baker, separated from her mother. In 2008, Adam met a woman named Elisa Fairchild on IMVU, and the relationship became serious quickly. Adam and Zara moved to the US so that he and Elisa could get married. It was a picture-perfect family until 2010. On October 9th, 2010, at 5:30 a.m., Elisa called 911 to tell them that Zara had been kidnapped. She was missing from the house and a ransom note had been left behind. But the police thought something was off. There was no sign of kidnapping anywhere in or around the house. So they had Elisa take a lie detector test, and when she failed it, she cracked, which she then told the police would make any parent scream. She led the police to various places around California where the police would find what remained of Zara Baker. Elisa's explanation.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
Was that Zara had passed from an unknown illness, and since Adam wasn't a documented American citizen, they couldn't go to the police in fear of being arrested. She said that Adam was the one who dealt with Zara after she passed and helped hide her around California. But this wasn't true. When the police interviewed Adam, they determined that he wasn't involved with the case at all. It turns out that Adam was nowhere near the location Zara was found on the night she was hidden, but Elisa was. The police also determined that Zara's passing wasn't because of natural causes, so that can only mean one thing. According to multiple news outlets, the police discovered that Elisa was taking part in Chainsaw Massacre roleplays on IMVU just days before Zara's passing.
What? Yo, this is so eerie, bro. This is so weird.
With such strong evidence working against her, Elisa pleaded guilty on trial. Adam was in the courtroom that day, and what he said to Elisa is heartbreaking. Elisa, I trusted you with the most precious thing in my life. Not only did you lie to me, you lied to Zara. There are no words to explain the hate I have for you and the loss I suffer every day. Zara's real mother, who hadn't seen Zara since she was 8 months old, had this to say. I never got to say goodbye. I never even got to say hello. The internet can be a dangerous place. If you're not careful, it'll consume you and rob you of your happiness. So if you're online for too long, especially in a game like IMVU, take a break and go touch grass, because life is too short to be wasted.
Nigga said touch grass. You're not lying, but damn.
Behind a screen. Visual venture. Make sure you guys click my...
Yo, W video, bro. W video, bro.